What do you think of the podcast?
It's the best podcast ever!
What do you think of the podcast?
10 out of 10. I really like it. Very informative, very educational, and most of all, it's entertaining. I think it's really cool. I like the different guests you bring on. I like the variety of guests you bring on, and it's very, very entertaining.
Hey, what do y'all think of the podcast? Yes, sir.
Before you go to sleep, adapt. Adapt your schedule today.
What do you guys think of the podcast?
Best podcast of the 21st century and the 22nd century.
Adapt, survive, overcome. That's what this podcast lets me do every day.
What do you think about the podcast?
I love the Adapt podcast. It's my favorite podcast. #1 podcast all the way.
Right after you wake up, adapt.